Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another modded episode of Satisfactory, and today we are going to be going out on the explore for the materials we need to get coal nodes for the Buildable resource mod. So we have it pinged up here. We're going to ping with our scanny scan for some coal. We're going to hop in our tractor, and we're going to go off and get some coal. So coal is pretty far away from the base rocky desert start, so this is going to be a bit of a journey. I've got building materials to make foundations and such along the way, just in case we have to scale terrain or water or something weird like that. But there we go. We've got a couple on the map. So that one's slightly closer than this one, but I think we're going to go off in the direction of the eastward compass, so it's a little bit easier to remember where it is when the scanner falls off, since you can't ping it while you're inside of your truck, which is totally fine. Not a big deal. We can always hop out and ping it again if we get lost, which we probably will do at some point. But, okay, yeah, don't crash into a tree like a scrub. I promise I know how to drive. Let's go and see what we got. So, across this little river. You can go through water with the truck. It doesn't actually hurt it if it's like a river, kind of like that. You don't actually need to build a bridge. I usually do build foundations across, but that's just me. We didn't do it that time. I just wanted to kind of test and see if it would glitch out the truck or not, because water mechanics are kind of interesting in this game. But here we go. Basically just driving through the desert, see all the terrain and all the cliffs and stuff. It's actually quite a beautiful world. Not too bad, not too bad. I think what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and speed up the next little bit, and we'll drop back in when we get closer to coal. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, so we have finally arrived close to the coal node. We're just going to ping our scanner one more time. So there's our space elevator. We can see it all the way from here. That's pretty cool. But yeah, there is some coal right over this hill maybe. Oh, there's some bugs. Let's go ahead and take these mammas out so they don't bother us in the future. And we can get their juicy, juicy carapaces. Not that we're using them for anything. It's literally just going to sit in a box. But hey, why not do some combat just for funsies? Smash these guys. We got our upgraded saber now, so these guys die in one hit as opposed to two, which is convenient because when they attack you, they go rolling off like that, so you just kind of follow them and take it. But we get a juicy blue power slug for defeating those enemies. Nice. That's always good. We can make a power shard out of that. Awesome. So let's take a look at the situation here. So we've got two coal nodes down there. I don't see any other enemies. So what I'm going to do just to facilitate this, since we've got the zipline tool, I'm just going to build a little power cable right here and hoppy hop with our zipline right across. You don't actually need power on the cables in order to use the zip. Oh, shoot. There's like 4 dudes down here. We might be able to handle this. Oh, maybe not. Maybe if I like come in prepared. Yeah, let's see if I can. Come on, zipline. I should be able to zipline back up that. Even though there's no power. I just am kind of kiting these guys away so I can make the jump a little bit safer. I don't want to die. It's not fun because you have to walk all the way back. My truck is over here. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and eat up. Cool. Oh, I missed one of the carrot pieces. We can grab that, I guess. Maybe. Time that jump. Ooh, look at that parkour. So good, so good. But yeah, there's our coal nodes. We just got to beat these wolf-looking dude or Caragor-looking dudes. I don't know what they're actually meant to be. I'm sure they have a proper name. Let me know down in the comment section below if you know what that name is, because I'm curious to find out. All right, so where did they go? I guess maybe they're spawning back in. Yeah, they spawned back in. Okay, cool. -1 because we did end up taking down 1. So this weapon should be able to one-shot, two-shot, one-shot those dudes. So there we go. Cleared those guys out. One more. We'll take him down. Cool. He's done. Done, son. All right. So the enemies that were guarding this node, taken care of pretty handedly. The upgraded saber sword that I've got right here is pretty good. You get it with advanced combat research, the milestone. So just in case you're curious. But yeah, let's go ahead and drop down. So I brought 10 portable miners with me. We're going to drop down 10 of them. And we're going to go ahead and mine up some coal ore. So kind of the idea is I want to get enough to be able to build a pure node, which is 2,000 of the ore. And I want to be able to do the research so I can build the resource node. So the resource node research is 500. So really we need 500 coal to be able to use the buildable resource nodes mod to build a coal node. Like that's what we're trying to do right now. So 5 of those extractors will be used to fill up or to do the research. Then we're going to wait until we have 20 more stacks or 2,000 more ore so we can build a pure node when we get back to base and kind of go from there. Because I do obviously want coal at my base. I could set up a truck station and truck this coal back to our base, and I could just set up the miners out here. That's a viable solution as well. That's how you normally do it, but since I have the mod installed, I want to try to utilize the mod. So this is kind of me showing you how to get the starter coal from the Rocky Desert in order to use the buildable coal nodes from the buildable resource mod for Satisfactory. And yeah, anyway, let's see. I'm just building a way to get my truck down there because the truck does have a decent sized storage. So what I can do in order to keep my inventory a little bit nicer while we're in transit and maybe come across some things that we want on the way back, I can fill up the cargo box on the back of this with all the coal ore that we're going to use for the research and the node. And then we can potentially just stay here and mine up a little bit before we go back. And then we could possibly build a couple of nodes. So what I'm going to do here is basically I'm going to wait for these little extractors to fill up with coal ore. I'm going to gather them up. And then we're going to head back when we have, I don't know, probably 2,500 ore. We might do 3,500. I'll play that by ear. But we're going to go back into a sped up, background music time lapse. So see you in a few minutes. All right, so let's go ahead and get this wrapped up here. We're returning to our base. We're going to unload all the coal from our truck, and then we're going to get our milestone handed in for the coal nodes and kind of take accounting of what we've got, maybe see if we can get some nodes placed down. But let's see, park our truck, I guess, right up by the ramp. Sure, good enough. We're going to run up this. But as you can see from there, got about 2176 in our truck. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go in the cargo box. So there's 2100 in the cargo box and about 76 in the fuel tank. So I'm just going to top off the fuel in the truck, leave about half a stack here for future trips. I'm going to drop off these miners because really if I'm taking the truck anywhere, it's going to be to place down these portable miners to gather 1,000 of the ore so I can build a node back at my base from the Buildable Resource Nodes mod. Because that's why I installed it, is so I could localize everything in one spot and kind of just build this gigantic factory all in one place that has its own sources for everything. But anyway, let's go to the hub. Here we are. And we're going to go ahead and complete this. So hand in our 5 stacks of coal. Bam, bam, bam. Push the big red button. Blammo. Awesome. We got that all done. And now we can build coal nodes. Awesome. A lot of progress, a lot of progress. We got some exploration done. We got some coal. Now we can build the nodes. So where do I want to put these? I think I'm maybe going to build it out over this way for our coal gathering. Just because, like, what is coal used for? Like steel, I guess. I need it for carbon meshes to build a modular power plant from refined power, which is going to be in another episode. Stay tuned for that and subscribe if you want to get notified when it gets uploaded. But I'm also for both the steel and the refined power plant. But I need coal for that, so I'm probably going to put the power plant somewhere on the ocean, so maybe building the coal over this way will give us enough room to mine out the coal, and then also maybe convert it into steel or something like that, or build a carbon mesh factory right next to it. I don't know. We'll take a look at that in another episode, but that's kind of where I'm looking at building the power plant, is over there. This platform can be extended out maybe to make room for another factory that uses coal as one of its inputs, but we've got 2,500 ore, so we can build a pure node, and we can build an impure node. Basically what the plan is this impure node is going to be dedicated to filling a storage container with coal ore, always. That way we will always have some coal ore available, so if we need to place down another node, we'll have it in a box. We can grab up the 20 stacks and place a pure node somewhere and get 120 more coal per minute into the factory. So that's the idea. Since I don't have a use for the pure node we placed down quite yet, what we're going to do is we're going to put both of them on a box. I only have tier 2 belts, so really there's no, we're not going to be able to actually capture the 150 that we're producing a minute into the box because I don't have a belt capable of moving 150 items per minute, but that's okay. Not a big deal. We're going to do it anyway just to show you how this could be done. So place our miners. I've needed 2 of them so it wouldn't built. Here we go. Let's go ahead, throw down our storage container. We're going to have the output this way. We're probably not going to pipe anything out. We're just going to use the input. And ultimately what's going to happen is we're going to take a Mark 1 belt and connect it like this, and that's going to be that. In the meantime, I do want to throw a splitter down. That's not going to fit, is it? Okay, fine. We'll throw the splitter down, or not a splitter, a merger. We'll throw a merger down first and feed in both of these miners into this merger and then into the box. And that's going to be how we get some coal ore so we can expand our coal ore nodes with the Buildable Resource Node mod for coal ore, since we just got the milestone done. Because we are going to need coal for steam power, we're going to need it for carbon meshes for modular power plant buildings from refined power mod, and then we also need coal for steel, I guess. We need it for steel primarily so we can get the Mark III belt. So we're going to take care of all of that and show you how to use the coal in future episodes. If you enjoyed this one, be sure to drop a comment down below letting me know how I did, and leave a like as well. If you're new, be sure to subscribe to get notified when I go live, because I do stream Satisfactory. And when I upload new content. In addition, it shows your support. Until next time, this has been Lone Debater 7, and we will see ya!